RAF Pilot Officer Maud Garrett is tasked with transporting a top-secret item from Auckland, New Zealand, to Samoa in August 1943. She walks the tarmac upon her nighttime arrival at the airbase, only to find herself standing directly in front of her transport, an American B-17 bomber known as the Fool's Errand. She receives a largely mocking reception from the mixed-nationality Allied crew and is accommodated for the takeoff in the vacant Sperry Ball turret. She unwillingly lets Walter Quaid, a use-off dorsal gunner, the only amiable crew member, keep her document valise since there isn't any more space for it. Navigator Finch confirms Maud's sighting of another plane in the clouds during takeoff. Her ability to detect aircraft is questioned by RNZAF co-pilot Williams and pilot Reeves. Maud notices a winged creature clinging to the underside of the bomber's wing while she is still riding in the ball turret. With the exception of tail gunner Beckel, who also witnesses it, the majority of the crew dismisses her report. She gets trapped inside the turret when the hatch malfunctions after she is let to exit. They give up trying to release the jammed hatch and turn off her intercom after she responds angrily to the crew's remarks about her predicament. The creature, a gremlin, suddenly attacks her after she witnesses a Japanese aircraft approach and vanish in the skies near the bomber. Despite her best efforts, she sustains injuries. RAF Scottish radio operator Taggart interrupts the crew when they call her again to inquire about what happened, stating that Maud Garrett is not registered for their flight and does not exist. Maud prepares to protect herself by purposefully jamming the turret's gears as they start to remove her for interrogation. The Japanese plane suddenly reappears and starts shooting. In the thrill, Maud adopts an American accent as she takes command of the gun turret, defeating the fighter and gaining the reluctant admiration of the crew. Although Maud acknowledges that she is married and boarded the B-17 using her maiden name, she affirms that she is a true WASP. She claims that her mission is confidential and won't disclose it. Once more, she witnesses the gremlin sabotaging the bomber. Dorn, the waist gunner, eventually spots it as well, but the others ignore him. Reeves orders the opening of the bag, which contains an infant, Maud's and Sergeant Quaid's adulterous child, because he believes Maud's assignment is the reason for their woes. Maud, who was coerced into confessing, describes how her husband tormented her. She became pregnant after having an affair with Quaid. Maud chose not to tell Quaid, so she pretended to be assigned to the bomber to get away from her husband, who is pursuing her and will kill her because of the affair. 3 Mitsubishi A-6M0 fighters strike as Captain Reeves is turning back toward the airbase, and the gremlin gets on the bomber, hurts Quaid, and takes the baby away. Maud leaves the turret and shoots the gremlin with her revolver, driving it away when it emerges outside with her infant in the bag. Now the bag is dangling from the nearest engine nacelle. Maud manages to grab her child and reboard the bomber through the now shot-away ball turret opening, despite the risk of a dangerous ascent beneath the wing. Taggart is thrown out of the bomber before Maud can eject it due to another attack by the gremlin. Maud assumes command as more Japanese machine gun fire kills Reeves, Finch, and Dorn. She brings down the severely damaged bomber safely and roughly in a planned crash landing on shore. The threat is eliminated when Maud manages to kill the gremlin, which resurfaces on the ground and tries to grab the infant once more. As the Fool's Errand burns and bursts, she and the other survivors watch.